Welcome to your Farm and Home Show. My name is Joanna Coles, and this morning we're visiting with Kenneth Clayton. He's with the University of Kentucky Turfgrass Extension. We're here at the end of summer, and actually fall is a great time, especially if you maybe have had some issues or maybe thinking that you're not as satisfied with your lawn as you could be. This is a great time to be thinking about some things.
The lawn care calendar really ought to start in about September, and that is when you can get the most work done that's going to benefit you throughout the whole next year. If you want to enjoy a great lawn next spring, next summer, this fall is the time to start that. In the transition zone, we have hot summers and cold winters here, so we can grow cool season grasses such as our tall fescues, Kentucky bluegrasses, as well as our warm seasons such as Bermuda and zoysia grass. So making the decision of what grass to have in your lawn is probably the most important decision to having a successful lawn in the state of Kentucky. And the fall is a great time to do renovation. So if you haven't reseeded your lawn in probably the last 10 to 15 years, there's been a lot of development in the breeding and the genetics of the grasses now, improved denseness, leaf blade thinness of the blade, as well as drought tolerance of a lot of our cool season grasses.
You know, a lot of times back in the day, Kentucky 31, it was drought tolerant, it would grow, but they have a lot of varieties now that are well suited for lawns.
And unfortunately for turf grass, for the lawn situation, we do not recommend Kentucky bluegrass in Kentucky or Kentucky 31. And that's predominantly due to the thick leaf blades, the coarseness of this. The newer varieties are a much finer, more dense, lower growing. These higher growing are suited towards pastures, but the lower growing are going to be also more drought tolerant and heat tolerant during the summer. So the fall is a great time to take advantage of the new seed that is available. And there's several different varieties, but we want to look for a turf type tall fescue generally across the state. But also considering as we move farther and farther southwest in the state of Kentucky, if every single year you're having to reseed your cool season lawn, it may be time to consider something like a warm season grass such as zoysia grass here. So the turf type tall fescue is going to be very similar looking to this as far as the thinness of the leaf blade, the density of it, but the warm season grasses are going to tolerate the heat and the drought much better than our cool season grasses will.
Now, one of the complaints about warm season grasses is it turns brown.
Yes, so that is a great point. It is going to go dormant. And I think it's somewhat of a cultural thing. As you go farther south, they're used to it. So if your lawn is a nice golden brown, I like to say, in the winter, and your neighbor's is still green, then that is a potential downside of it. But when are we going to be outside using our lawns the most? Typically in the summer months. So it is a give and a take there. There is a NTEP, National Turfgrass Evaluation Program, that you can search their website, and varieties are tested every year. But typically, if you can get a newer turf type tall fescue variety, that's going to be better than anything you got 10, 15 years ago. If you just have a few bare spots, it's not rocket science. It's as simple as just taking a rake, working up the dirt a little bit, spreading some seed, and putting water on it. If we want to really take advantage of some of these newer varieties, we want to consider spraying out the whole lawn, killing it, and then around the first week of September, you can till that whole lawn out, smooth it, and spread new seed, put straw or some sort of mat over it to keep that moisture in there. It's just incredibly important to emphasize water, water, water. Mm-hmm. The seed is very small, and when those roots first take off of that seed, it's very, very short. So we need to keep it moist for that first 2-3 weeks until those roots start getting deeper and deeper. The other option is to do a no-till, which is a little better for heavy rainfall and things like that. You don't have to worry about soil erosion. And you can just go in and spray glyphosate, kill out the existing lawn, and then come in with a mechanical slit seeder, dethatcher, anything that you can work that ground up with and get good seed to soil contact. We have several publications on our website. If you search UKY turfgrass, you'll find those under the home section there.
Thanks for watching and have a great day.